Hi, boys and girls. It's Pastor Austin here on this Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the Easter Bunny devotional yesterday as we talked about how in the world did a bunny get involved with Easter to begin with. That's the question we set out to answer yesterday. And then hopefully you got to see Chippy and Bam Bam and Toodles and Yang Yang as they got to do, or as they gave us advice of how to make wise choices. Wise choices. It's always important to make wise choices, huh? It's always important to do. Well, today I wanted to give you a devotional, it's the second Easter-like devotional, numero two. The second Easter devotional. Obviously, Sunday was Palm Sunday, and I know we talked about being more of a conqueror. We didn't, and Andrew talked about Jonathan's son, so we really didn't spend too much time talking about Palm Sunday, but we know that Palm Sunday is the day that Jesus rolled into Jerusalem on a donkey. We know that. We know that the people on the streets, they line the streets and they put their coats down and they wave these palm branches. Every time I see a palm tree, I think of Palm Sunday, honestly. When I go to like Florida on vacation, or when we've been on a cruise on an island and I've seen the palm trees, I think of Palm Sunday and how these people would yank the branches off and wave them and say, "Hosanna, Hosanna," because Jesus was going into Jerusalem, and people were excited. They thought that, there was no thinking that the king had come, and Jesus is the King of Kings, but they thought he was going to help them overthrow Rome, because Rome was bullying them. Rome was not so nice. They were coming in and doing things that made the people of Jerusalem and Israel upset, and they wanted to overthrow them and get out of of Rome's jurisdiction. So they thought Jesus was going to help them overthrow Rome, and he was going to be, he was going to have an earthly kingdom, which we know his kingdom is everywhere. It's heavenly. And that's what Jesus told them when they asked about his kingdom. But then Monday, the Bible scholars say that around this time, between Monday and Tuesday, Jesus was very busy in Jerusalem. And that's something that people don't really talk about a whole lot. We talk about Palm Sunday. We talk about Thursday, which is the Last Supper. And Friday was his death. And then some people skip Saturday, and we go into Sunday where he rose again. But Monday and Tuesday, the scholars say, Jesus was busy. I mean, this is where we read the story of Jesus when he cleared out the temple. When Jesus went to the temple and he saw all the money changers and everything, and he cleared the temple out and said, "My house is a place of worship." You guys remember that scene from Surrender? When Pastor Jared, when he's pretending to be Jesus, he clears the temple out and chases the Pharisees and everybody's selling things out. So that's, the scholars say that probably happened around Monday. And then we also have Jesus cursing the fig tree. It was a tree that gave fruit, and there was no fruit on the tree. And so Jesus said, "You will never bear fruit again," and the tree withered and died. And the disciples were like, "What? That's crazy." They obviously forgot they were talking about Jesus, who, healed the blind and made the lame walk and could turn water into wine and all this other stuff, and they thought a tree dying because Jesus said it was going to die was just crazy. And then Tuesday, I heard a scholar say today in a devotional that I listened to, or that I've been listening to this week, is Tuesday is when he prayed over Jerusalem as they prepared to get ready for the Passover. So Jesus wasn't just taking a 2-day nap. It was all about getting ready and leading up to this Passover, because that's what was going on in that time. Was the people in Jerusalem were getting ready for Passover. We're going to talk more about that Thursday as to what the Passover was and what was going on with that. But I just wanted to kind of throw some insight about what Jesus was doing, according to the scholars and historians, of what was going on as we are still in the midst of a Holy Week. So he was clearing out the temple and still ministering, still showing the people Jesus, who he was, and showing them the love of God. But he was also getting ready to make his sacrifice for us. So I hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday. Tomorrow, there will be a Pioneer devotion and maybe another Easter devotion. I don't know yet, or maybe I'll combine them into one. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday. Bye-bye.